everybody. This is Phil Ratcliffe with Rebel Financial, and thanks again for tuning into another episode of our live stream. Today, we are very lucky to have Lindsey Riemenschneider, and she is with CMB Design, Redesign and Staging, or Staging and Redesign. Is that right?
Staging and Redesign.
Staging and Redesign. Today, we're going to take up an important topic that I don't think a lot of people touch on when they're looking to sell their house. And indirectly affecting them when they buy their house. So thank you so much, Lindsey, for being here
Thanks for
today.
having me.
So first of all, I just wanted to kind of ask you kind of personally, how did you get into design and staging?
Well, I grew up with my mom being in real estate. She was a single mom for a while, and so my sister and I were kind of dragged to open houses with her on Sundays. So I always loved kind of going and seeing the houses and thinking, wow, it would be so awesome if a little bit more could be done, or maybe just throw a plant on the table, or maybe take the kitty litter out of the master bedroom. So I've kind of always had it in the back of my mind that it was something I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I went to college, got the corporate job, and, had kids. And finally, 3 years ago, I just said, I want to fulfill my dream. And so that's exactly what I did. I just started getting inventory and doing some pro bono work, and here
So was
I am.
your corporate job related to design in some way?
Not at all.
No,
I was a business analyst for a company that does a lot of analysis for banks, so completely different field.
Number crunching to art.
Yeah, one side of the brain versus the other, left
well,
versus right. Yeah.
Since you run a business, that'll help you on that.
Oh
side
yeah,
of things.
definitely. Yeah. So.
Well, cool.
Yeah.
So, for those of us that maybe don't know, or maybe we have misunderstanding of what staging is, what is staging?
So staging has several elements to it. It could be anything from as simple as walking through with a homeowner and looking at their current environment and giving them ideas on what to do to get the house ready to sell, so that it translates well to all of the potential buyers. So we have various services where we do just that. We kind of consult. We can also project manage, where we say, if you plan on listing in 3 months, here are the things that we think should be done in that time before you go to market. Then there's also situations where we call it supplemental staging, where let's say they would like to buy some things to get the house ready to sell, but they don't necessarily have the funds to do it. We can kind of come in and use our inventory with their house or with their furnishings, and just kind of get the home and the rooms polished, so that one, it'll look great for the pictures, and two, it'll be great for the potential buyers when they walk through. And then 3, vacant stagings, where we literally just go in and decorate.
Fill everything up?
Yeah. We don't necessarily do every room, but we do the main living areas.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
that would be a lot of inventory to have.
We have a
house
lot.
full of furniture just ready to move around.
We had 9 houses staged at one point this summer at the same time.
Holy cow. You keep that much stuff?
And getting more.
That's awesome. I know that you told me sometimes when people actually buy the houses, not only did hopefully that help them make the decision, but they wanted to keep the stuff.
Yeah, that happens a lot, especially like right before closing. They'll say, hey, we really love that rug, or would you be open to selling that sofa? And I'm all in for it. Yeah, it makes me get new inventory, which keeps it fresh.
Awesome. So that kind of leads us into the next question. What are the benefits of staging?
Well, the benefits are big, in my opinion. Obviously, I'm biased because I own my own staging company. But we live in an HGTV society, right?
Sure.
Everybody wants instant gratification. And so they see all these shows on TV, and they're very successful and very popular, especially like your Fixer Upper and your Property Brothers. So instant gratification is always there. And I think people now kind of expect to see houses that look polished, that look like what they see on TV. And so we want our sellers to be able to put their best foot forward, whether it's a vacant home or whether it's using their existing things. We just want to make sure that the pictures look amazing, because the pictures are really going to draw potential buyers, and that's very key.
Presentation.
And then once they get in there, we want the house to feel as cozy and comfy as possible, as we know it can. And so we're really just putting the house's best face forward, really. Yeah.
Do you actually have any research or ideas of houses that have been on the market, then you go in and do something? What is the improvement of a non-staged house versus staged? And I know there's got to be a lot of variety, but still, I mean, I think especially there's probably going to be at least one skeptical spouse, right? Probably the
Oh,
guy
yeah.
more
Yeah.
than not.
Yeah.
To say, why should I pay extra for this when
Yeah.
the market's hot, right?
When the market's hot, I got, especially in the spring and summer of last year, I got that quite a bit. Why should we do this? And in most of the cases, it'd say, yeah, there's a good chance your house is going to sell pretty quick. But it's a difference of, do you want it to sell, maybe 3 or 4 weeks faster at asking price or more? So you have to look at it that way. You have to look at it as an investment.
Sure.
And then when you're in markets where it's not as quick, like spring and summer, like kind of where we are now with the winter, it spurs that interest when they see the photos, and it's somebody who might be thinking, okay, maybe we will look in this area. We will go get a house, especially with interest rates going up, creeping up. So in my opinion, it just really helps to spark interest and get people to want to come out and see the house.
Sure. So it's probably a good teamwork between you and a realtor, because if a realtor can get more people to come, plus you can get more people that would be interested, because people don't want to buy your house. They want to buy a house that they can see that could be their house.
Absolutely.
Right?
But if it's a vacant house or if it's a cluttered house, a lot of times people can't visualize how to utilize the space or how the space really could look. So that's my job, especially if you have a room that's a little awkward or maybe a very small room. I want to go in and say, hey, you can still fit a queen size bed and 2 tables and a dresser. I want to be able to show them that, this house really is beautiful and charming. And sometimes people have a hard time seeing past what's in there or what's not in there at all.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because, a lot of times, you hear people saying, well, if I could get close to my asking price, that'd be great. But if you could get 5 different offers and they know they have to compete, then hopefully you get your asking price or better.
Right.
And there's some return.
The end goal at the end of the day is to just really get your potential buyers to fall in love with the house you're selling.
Sure.
That's what we want. We want them to see all of the potential your house has to offer.
Yeah. And if it's an emotional sell rather than someone just seeing it as a transaction, it's probably going to be an easier transaction as well. Not as much haggling and bargaining, because they know they love it.
Right.
And they're not going to risk losing the house to try to haggle you down a few $1,000s extra.
And potential buyers aren't looking to buy a house. They want to buy a home.
Sure.
So they want to feel that way when they walk in. If they don't feel that way when they walk in, they're going to walk right back out.
Yep.
You really have 3 or 4 minutes to truly get them interested. If they walk in and right away they're like, you just lost another potential buyer. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
So, kind of getting into the nitty gritty. So when we think about this, what is the range of cost? Because I've been surprised when I've talked to you in the past that you do such a good job, and it seems very reasonable to me. And I think other people might have been scared off and didn't even do it. They didn't check. So
Yeah, I get a lot of people assuming that the cost is going to be 3 times more than what it really is.
Sure.
Anything from a consultation, again, where we walk through, we don't necessarily have to bring any of our stuff in. We're just kind of walking through and giving you pointers. That's a $75 for an hour and a half walkthrough.
Yeah.
Plus that gives you a write-up. So your room by room guide of what needs to be done or what we think should be done. If we did a supplemental staging, that can range anywhere between, $100 to $1,000 depending on how much of our inventory we use.
Sure.
And then a full-fledged vacant home staging, I'd say on an average we're in that $1,500 range. If we do a much bigger home that we do more rooms in, it could be anywhere between $1,800 and $2,500. It just again, it all depends on
how big it is.
And the strategy. You don't have to stage every room.
How long does it last though? How long is the stuff there usually?
Luckily, we've been the longest we've had a house staged is 2-3 months maybe, and a lot of that had to do with the price point, because the higher the price point of the house, there's not as much of a population that affords $1 million home versus the $250,000.
Yeah.
But we generally turn over within a month to 2 months.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, and we bill based on a monthly basis.
Okay. So if you went from 1 month to 2 months, would that be double or less because you don't have to set up again?
The first month is the majority of the cost. That has your staging and destaging fees, like with the movers and everything like that. The second month is just literally keeping the furniture there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So I know you mainly focus on the staging, and that seems where most of the ROI would be, a return on investment
Sure.
for the person. But what other things do you do? Because you're staging and redesign, right?
So we do project management, like I talked about before, which is we can help kind of take the stress out of getting the house ready, especially for people who have already moved. We are really good at meeting with painters and handymen and contractors or whatever and make sure that things get done on a timely basis. So that's a service that we offer. We also do redesign, and so a lot of the buyers that buy the houses that we have staged, or even the sellers, will say, can you come and help us with our new house? Or, hey, come back and use some of our stuff and maybe help us buy some new things to get our house in the shape we want, or we want it to look like, this. And so we'll come back and help with that as well. So
awesome.
Yeah.
So tell everybody how they can contact you or get in contact with you. I know a lot of times when I have talked to you, and next week we're gonna have John Levinsky on, realtor wise, and you know him as well.
Yep.
But a lot of times I know the realtor will bring you in.
Yes.
Because they see the value over and over and over again.
Yes.
But how can people contact you personally if they want to call you or give you email? So just tell the viewers. You
can contact me at 614-570-2617. I have my phone on me 24/7, as my husband will attest to. Or email us at cbandstaging@gmail.com. We also are on Facebook, Instagram. We have our website, as well as we are on House. Instagram, in my opinion, is where I update everything on the spot.
Fast.
Like the minute I take a picture,
you can take the picture on the phone and
and it goes right there. My website isn't as updated as I'd like it to be, but we are revamping the website. But our Instagram account and our Facebook page, a lot of our photos are consistently updated, especially as soon as we get the professional photos back.
I think if you just Google CMB staging, this stuff all came up real fast, and there's some good photos on this house and on the Facebook, and I think your website's really easy, cmbstaging.com to find you. So.
And I think, if I can say one more thing before we're done, I think the difference that we kind of make when we talk about staging is I don't even really feel like we stage homes. I really feel like we go in and decorate it, and some people may like, well, that's not truly staging. Well, then I don't want to be truly staging. I want to do what I want to do, and I want to make the house shine.
Sure.
So if that means I use 30 pieces versus 10, so be it. I want it to feel like home. I want people to walk in and go, yes, this is what I want. So we strive to do that every single time in every house we deal with separately, differently, strategically.
Well, I can tell you're passionate about it, especially some of the side stories I've heard you tell about helping people in different hardships and what so. So we really appreciate you being here, Lindsey, and thanks for all you do. And hopefully some of you viewers got some good information out of this, and Lindsey can help you sell your house. So thanks again for joining us. I want to remind you, we are giving away an Amazon Echo Dot every week. All you have to do is leave a comment below the video and then click on the link below or on our website to where you just put in your first name, last name, email so that we can contact you if you win. It's really easy. We didn't even have an entry from this last week, so if just one of you would have entered, you would have automatically won an Amazon Dot. So thanks again for joining us. Next week, like I had mentioned, we have John Levinsky on, so we're kind of continuing kind of our house selling theme. So join us. He's a great realtor, helped a lot of our clients, and he'll probably have some more to say following up from our discussion today. So thanks so much. Have a super finish the week, and we will see you next week.